Alright, so we're going to work some kicking technique today and changing the angles, moving around. So firstly, I'm going to work putting a couple of kicks together with a few different types of footwork. So if I start with some lead leg and rear leg kicks, now normally what you would do for lead leg, slide up, throw your kick, you'd either slide back to where you were or slide up, land forward. So if you're putting two kicks together, lead leg round, land forward, rear leg round. So imagine that opponent is backing up each time. They've gone backwards, you come through, chase them down with that. What we're going to do is kick from the spot. Now that is if your opponent is not moving at all, they're against the ropes or on the edge of the mat or something, you can throw both your kicks. It's also a good way of just practicing that footwork to switch between different types of kicks. So if I take a lead and a rear roundhouse, lead round, now land it back in the middle. So there. So instead of going and coming into there, I'm actually landing sort of where it came from. There, and then I will rotate on the spot for my rear kick. Now I've used two roundhouses. Use any kicks you want at all. I could start with the lead side, land it here, get a rear round, come back. So you've got, you're still on the spot. You might move a little bit, but you're still pretty much where you started from. You can do it with anything. Like I said, you can have a push kick and a roundhouse. So practice bringing that foot back. So your normal way will be to bring that kick back to where it started. But what we're now doing is bring it back to middle. So you can start with a right leg and left leg. Put 3 or 4 kicks together, just moving on the spot. There. Okay, so that's just bringing the foot back every time for every kick, so you'll stay on the spot. It's like I said, what it does is it teaches you that footwork to reposition yourself. Nothing wrong with the standard way. Come forward with each kick, fine, it's just a different way of working it. And now what I'm going to do is try and put combinations together. This is where it's up to you now to start thinking of them yourself. So I'm going to go for 4 directions: in front of me, either side and behind. And get this now, it's not a drill of how to fight 4 opponents at once. That would be something completely different. If I was teaching that, it would be cover up and find some way of escaping. There might be someone out there who's got better drills for fighting 4 opponents, but the ones I would use are protect yourself, get out of there. This is for when you've got an opponent who can move around you so quickly. You've got to very quickly change that angle. Lots of times you'll be sparring with someone who's quite quick and you'll be here and suddenly they're over here. Now in boxing, purely boxing, you would have to find somewhere turning and getting your lead leg round. But now we can use our kicks. So that's number 1, that's 2, that's 3, and behind me is 4. If I go in order, so at number 1, I throw some kicks. Then I very quickly move to number 2 and throw some kicks. And I've got number 3, throw some kicks, and 4. And slowly just throw a couple of combinations at each one. So at number 1, I'm going to throw some kicks. Number 2, throw some kicks. Number 3, throw some kicks. And you know, each time bringing that foot back like we were doing before to the middle so you can throw, and then coming back to your guard. When you finish the whole thing, you're back in a guard ready to go again. Keep it simple, know exactly where your numbers are. This way it gets interesting. If you've got someone with you, they can just randomly shout out 1, 2, 3 or 4. 4, 2, 1. Do it in the gym sometimes on pads. It gets quite confusing. You have to stop. They mimic sparring, you know, because there are times when you don't know where that opponent's gone. You have to very quickly turn to face them. There you go. Just a fun way of working your kicks in. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So using that footwork that we were talking about there. When you finish, coming back to some sort of guard. Keep it simple to start with. And don't forget, go back to the first video we did, which is the basic footwork of moving around, changing direction. That's the most important one. Always go back to that one. If you're not sure, let me know and I'll repost them so you can see the videos again. Let me know how you're getting on with this. You need some ideas to work with, again, let me know.